Today's episode is brought to you by Raycon. Raycon has got some earbuds for your ears. Let's jump to this podcast. Hello, everybody. It's time for Cox and Crendor.
Cox and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up! It's up next Crendor in the morning! Hello, everybody! Welcome to episode of Cox and Crendor in the morning!
Well, that sounded like you were gonna go crazy, but you actually pulled it off.
Thank you. I like to keep them guessing.
Yep. That's what you're
all about. I don't want them
about.
ever to know how I'm gonna do the intro. Is it gonna be good this time? Maybe. You'll never know.
Yep. It's define good.
Better than bad.
Okay. How are you doing?
Fine. I'm all right. Yeah.
That's good. That's better than bad.
Exactly. That's really what we're going for this entire episode. It is better than bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I was. Did you just work all week? What'd you do?
I 100% just worked all week. I wish I could say I did something fun and exciting, but I didn't. I even got an invite to go to a special Halloween spooky event.
Oh.
But I looked at where it was versus where I was and how far it would take to get there, and I was like, nah, the spookiest thing is the drive time. I was like, no, I'm all right. I don't need to do that.
That does sound like the most you're past 30 thing ever.
there was nothing on the other end. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I could get there, and then what? It wasn't like a party where I would go and I would know people. It was like an event where I would go and maybe stand the chance of recognizing a person I've seen online.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh. And, no one that I know friend-wise was even available to go. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. I don't care. But it could have been fun. I'm always up for a good scary night, but yeah, I wasn't going to just go by myself and be like, I could do anything. I could do anything else,
Yeah, that also sounds like every convention now, where like it used to be like, oh, I'll go there and I know everybody and it'll be fun and like be like, hey, it's you, it's it. Now it's like I don't know anybody at these things, and so it's and everybody we know isn't going either because they also don't know anybody and they're old.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think most of the time, when I was at PAX, I had a great time. But with that said, conventions, that whole COVID, that's like, that was 2019 was the last conventions I went to, and it's been 6 years somehow. Yeah. and in that time, I didn't go to a lot of conventions, and now that I'm going to them again, it's the audience has changed. I think a lot of people who are in their 30s were like, no, I don't need to go to conventions anymore. I don't want to get sick. I've been to conventions before. So it's a lot of younger people, which is fine because I still have some fans there somehow. So I'm like, all right, hey there, you crazy kids. I think I knew maybe 3 people all PAX, but I did meet a bunch of new people, and that was very fun. I made some new friends.
That is cool. It's one of those things where if you can be like, I remember this convention from 10 years ago, people are going to be like, what? I'm like in my early 20s or mid 20s. Then you're like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I will say I'm excited to be back in the convention circuit. I think the next one I'm going to is in January for MagFest, and I love MagFest. I didn't get to go last year, but this year I'm 100% going, and I'm very excited. It is a blast. Although it is in Washington, D.C., and so that may or may not be there. I don't know. We'll find out.
I do enjoy the convention atmosphere. Like, even when I go to the, Warhammer convention, stuff like that. It's nice just, walking around, just seeing booths, seeing, people just having a good time, browsing around. I don't know. It's just, there's something about conventions that is pretty nice.
That's the one problem I have right now, where I want to go to more conventions, but I want to go kind of as just a dude going to a convention rather than I have my name down as media and then I spend the next 3 weeks being contacted by everyone there to come see their thing, which is flattering, and I love that. But then it becomes work, and I have no more, I'm going to wander around, and if I see someone, I can talk to them for an hour and not have to stress,
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you go there for funsies, you might see something, you're like, Wish I could play that. Like, sorry, sir, 4-hour wait. If only I had done media. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, 4 hours. If I had a media badge, I could get in. Yeah, so it sucks. I want the best of both worlds. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine. I was just going to say, that's why I just want to start. I want to do the thing where, like, I pick a few random ass conventions nearby. Like, they'll always be like, we got the shoe convention. We have, like, the pinball convention. We have, like, the backyard necessities convention. Be like, we'll show off hot tubs and, like, camping gear. Like, I just want to go to those weird-ass conventions and just walk around.
I want to go to the ones that are, like, self-defense convention. Or, like, tactical gear convention. The ones that I just have no clue what would be inside them.
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to see too. I know, like, last year there was, like, in the summer there was, like, a Lego convention. Like, they got a whole bunch of conventions. Just we're in the gaming space, so it's just like, oh, where's the gaming stuff? But, like, there's some wacky conventions out there. Like, I see an antique convention. That'd be a fun one.
There's got to be, like, a convention for first-time writers. I would love to see what that's like, because I imagine most of them would be self-published, like, aliens abducted me writers, and I'd be so excited to talk to them. Like, what happened to you? What do you mean the aliens got you? How? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd enjoy that tremendously.
You just want to be the coast-to-coast AM host.
I just want to... I'm a big fan of people telling me their stories. I love listening to a good story. And somehow, if this was, I don't know, a decade ago, I would have had no tolerance for this. But now, the crazier your story, the better.
Yeah.
If you're telling me a story... Exactly. Yeah, if you tell me your story, I will listen. And if it ends up insane, I'm even more here for that.
Yeah. No, it's... That's the best part is, like, hearing people. That's why I always enjoy doing my Fishing with Crendor interview show, because you just like learning about people and all their stories. But when you get crazy stories, that's the best, because then you're like, yo, what's going on here?
Yeah, I don't even want to necessarily believe it, but I am there for the ride.
Yeah.
You take me wherever we're going. I am excited.
Yeah. So yeah, that's yeah. That was, speaking of getting sick, I didn't get sick, but I got my flu shot, and then a few days later, I got my COVID shot.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, because I was like, you know what? Last year, it was a year ago, Sonic the Hedgehog gave me COVID. And I was like, you know what? I don't want that again. And if I do, I want it to not be as bad.
I'm telling you, yeah, I did both flu and COVID same day. Aside from just being very sleepy, next day, totally fine.
The flu shot didn't do anything. It made my arm hurt a little bit. And I was like, all right.
My arm for like 4 days. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. But then a few days later, because I was like, you know what, I'm going to space it out a little bit. So a few days later, I got the old COVID. I got the other arm, felt fine, and then at night, I was just kind of like, oh, I'm feeling a bit sick. That's, whatever. And then I proceeded to wake up every couple hours, just like, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm achy, I'm tired. And then, like, the entire next day, I was just fatigued. My lymph nodes were like boing, boing. As in,
that's
like,
a problem. Boing is a problem.
Yeah, it's in there firing off. So yesterday I was like, ugh, but then today I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm good. Arm still hurts a bit, but it's not too bad.
All it did was knock me out. I got it early in the morning, and then I slept so long that I remember we were gonna do something that day, like watch a movie or something.
Yeah.
And I slept. You messaged me. I don't know when I responded to you, but it was way after the fact. I was like, no, dude, I can't. And then next day, totally fine. I mean, yeah, I guess everyone kind of responds differently to it. Yeah. But, I was no problems here. But my arm did hurt for a few days. And I was like, I tried, the way I sleep, it just happens to be the arm they shot me up in was the arm where I was like, that's what the arm I sleep on usually. So every morning I wake up and the arm would be even more sore. I'm like, why did I do that? So, yeah, I probably made it worse.
Yeah, so it's, I was like, yeah, but overall, I'm glad I did, because I wanted to get it ahead of the live show, too.
Big same. Yeah, exactly. That's why I did it. I was like, I'm not getting sick.
Yeah, so and Toaster Woman got hers because she's going to a wedding in like a week and something. So I was like, yeah, you're gonna be at the airport. And now it's like, dude, October, November, like we hit the people are dragging their germs all over.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Although, did you get it done like a pharmacy or whatever? Did you go to a doctor's office?
I got my flu shot at the doctor's office, my other one at the pharmacy. COVID.
Yeah, I like doubled up at the CVS down the street from me. I was like, yeah, hook me up. But in front of me was this couple. I'm not sure how many shots you can get, but the husband got so many. She had 6 needles for one arm and 6 needles for the other arm.
What the? It's like they're going into the military or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on. But even when I got there, they were like, well, we have 2 other shots you can get if you want it. I was like, no, just the flu and the COVID's fine. And they're like, okay. They made me feel like I was in the wrong for not. I guess they were free. I don't, dude, I don't know. I was like, no, I'm fine. And then I sat down and I watched the couple in front of me get way too many shots to the point where the doctor was like, we could do them all in one arm if you want. And I was like, what would that cocktail in his arm be then at that point?
Yeah, that's wild.
That would have been 12 separate shots in one arm. You might as well just take the arm off. I was like, what the hell?
I know my dad said when he went into the Navy or whatever, they gave him like 12 shots as well. They were just like, all right, get over here. And then they just like gave him 12 shots and they're just like, all right, get out of here. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, I know sometimes if you travel to different countries, they'll give you some crazy shots. I think they used to do that a lot more. I don't remember, like Australia, for example. I know that years and years and years ago you had to get a thing, but when I went in like 2017, I don't think I got a shot. I don't remember it.
I don't know.
I don't know what the rules are for various getting shots for traveling. I know it used to be a thing you would do frequently, but
especially nowadays.
I mean, that's probably true.
Yeah. But I'm happy you got that. Then let's see. We also went out to eat for Toaster Woman's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Toast.
Yep, so that was good. I also, every year I'll play a game she wants me to play on stream for her birthday. So this year we played Sims Bustin' Out for the Game Boy Advance.
The two of you played together?
Well, no, I just played.
Okay. I was like, that was so cute if the two of you played together, but no, she just forced you to play. Gotcha.
Yeah, but she wants me to play Until Dawn. But I was like, I think that's too long to play in one stream. So I was just going to do an Until Dawn stream at some point because I've never played it, never watched anything on it.
Oh, man, I can't wait for you to play that. That game is one of my favorites. But also, I know you will die ridiculously. I'm ready for it. I can't
Definitely
wait.
Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to play that. That'll be fun. Everyone in the chat was like, Crendor Until Dawn. So we did that. I've been doing my Midnight Alpha stuff. That's been fun covering all that. I do the hard-hitting videos. You have the people like, how's the PvP? How's the systems? How's this? And I'm just like, 1 hour of me exploring Silver Moon cities, every single new thing. Like, I go into every nook and cranny. Like, I'm doing the hard-hitting explorative facts that nobody else can do. I did videos on both the Alliance and the Horde neighborhoods where you can put your housing and stuff. Alliance one is fantastic. I think the Horde one's okay. I feel like they could have added more options.
Was 100% going to be just okay. The minute they showed off the housing stuff, just in photos alone, I was like, yeah, the Horde's getting screwed.
Yeah, it's not even like it's bad. Because, like, for example, the Alliance one, it's like a big kind of hodgepodge island of different biomes and stuff. So the Alliance have like an Elwyn Forest area, but you also have like a beach area, and then you've got like an autumnal area, and then you got like a Duskwood spooky area, and then you got like the mountains. You're up in the mountains. So I was like, okay, like you got a lot of variety where you could put your house. But then Horde is like, do you like Durotar mixed with the Echo Isles? And you're like, I don't know, maybe. And they're like, well, that's like 75% of it. And then there's like Azshara, and I'm like, okay, I'll build my house in Azshara. That's pretty cool. But that's like, I'm like, where's the Barrens? Like I feel like they missed out their opportunity to add like the Safari Barrens like kind of area, and there's like one small little section that has that vibe, but I'm like they could have made that at least like a 20%, like, you know, a little bit, and then it just felt like maybe they could have put winter spring or some kind of like snow biome in the north or something. I feel like they missed out with that, but you know, I still like some of the areas they've got.
I almost made a video because I saw a bunch of people. By the way, also your description of the game is exactly the way Preach described it when I was talking with him about it. He's like, I mean, it's WoW. And I was like, okay. So any hype I'm feeling, there's no difference. It's just because it's new. Gotcha. Yeah. Understood. But I was looking at a bunch of videos being made, and most of them were along the lines of like, why does the Horde feel like it's lacking? And why is this? And why is this? And why is this? And I want to just and it was people being like, Blizzard has stopped caring about the Horde as a faction. And I want to make a video that was like, I don't know if they ever really cared. Like, I just want to be like, travel back with me, if you will, to vanilla WoW and how most of the Horde zones just weren't even finished. How there was a bunch of things that weren't done. How the Alliance had an actual story involving the king and, you know, Nixia, and they had a whole thing, and the Horde was like, well, you can grind. You know, like...
Yeah, there is that vibe to it. I get that. But here's the thing. Even with all that, the player housing itself is really good. Like I've been playing around with it. It's fantastic. Yeah, it has that Blizzard feel to it where everything's just simple. You can be like, put this here. No, I don't. Delete it. Okay, put this here. Good. Okay, twist. Like everything is like so easily controllable. Like it's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt at all that it's great. It seems like they've taken everything from all the other player housing in games and like perfected it, which is exactly what they do, and they do it well.
Yeah, and that's the Blizzard thing. It's like if you can do it, they can do it better. Like a lot of the times they can. Sometimes they can't. But this one they definitely did. So I'm very happy. Like player housing alone is worth. If you like player housing and that type of thing, it's worth playing WoW again for. Because it's like
we
it's
shall
really
see
good.
what it does to the community, though. I'm very curious what happens, because one of the big things about player housing is, once you have a place to hide away, then your cities start to look empty.
Well,
that affects player retention.
That's why they added neighborhoods, right? So that you have this community vibe. It's not like garrisons, because with neighborhoods, you're living with your guild members and you're living with your friends and like other people, and they have community neighborhood events that allow you to like build up your housing reputation. You get more rewards, you get all this stuff. So I think they thought of that, and they're like, how do we get people to like actually come out of their house and interact with other people and do things? And I think that's their way of doing it.
I'll make the assumption that Orgrimmar, for example, or Stormwind are still highly populated. But I would imagine, like all MMOs, whatever the newest expansion, that hub is the one that usually has people in it. So like, it doesn't particularly matter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter as much anymore. Plus, you have mounts that have auction houses on them and stuff like. You know?
It's always been that way. You never really had to go back to town, but you would do it to kind of like vibe and chill. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of still people vibe and chill. I mean, you still have to go to town to get like your daily quests or like your overarching stuff like trade, the monthly like trade vendor thing. Or like there's still things you have to go to the town for, but it's not as impactful as it used to be. So I mean, that's overall I'm pretty.
WoW.
It's WoW, but WoW with player housing, and so
which is something people have wanted for over a decade.
Oh yeah, probably since WoW came out.
I mean, they literally gave everyone they were like, here, have a makeshift version, and that was a decade ago.
Yeah,
when they gave us garrisons.
Remember, like Star Wars Galaxies back in like 2005.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't F Star Wars Galaxies. That game, I hate it. I hate it.
Why?
For the player housing. I've told you this. I was in like one of the biggest Imperial guilds at the time, and we were just plowing through, getting all the rep and all the materials and everything we needed. And in the middle of this like really populated area, we built an Imperial base. But because it was so populated, one of the walls didn't spawn in, and the rebels immediately destroyed it 60 seconds after it was spawned. It was a waste of like 3 weeks of life. And the GMs or whoever was running it was like, yeah, sorry, we can't do refunds. And I quit. I quit that day. I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
Yeah.
That's like, so many of those old MMORPG things had like the shittiest systems where they're just like, you die, you lose everything. This thing happened, you lose everything. It's just like, just no forgiveness.
I mean, it was punishing for the sake of being punishing because that's how they made it difficult.
Yeah.
Because old MMOs are not hard. Everything's like a like a bullet sponge and does a bajillion damage to you.
Yeah.
There's not really like good mechanics on old MMOs.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I've been playing a Legion Remix. That's been fun. I'm having a good time with that.
It's just Legion, but like crazy.
Kind of. It's like you get more. Well, it's like you get bronze, and you can use bronze to buy things from Legion. So you can buy like toys you never got, or like mounts you never got. Plus, they've added a bunch more stuff, and then you just kind of ramp up. So like the entire premise is you get stronger and stronger and stronger, and then by the end, everybody's just like going crazy. So it's kind of like just like a fun like power trip version of playing the expansion.
Love a good fun power trip. That's never bad.
Yeah. In fact, it was like, that's why people like missed the Pandaria remix when they did it. And I was like, yeah, it was cool. And then Legion remix, like in the test servers, they were like, what if we make it not like that? And everyone was like, that's why people like it. And they're like, all right, never mind. We'll make it like that. It's like, okay. Like sometimes I don't know what they're thinking. They're just like, I know people played it because of this reason, but what if we changed it? And you're like, what are you doing? So yeah, that's been fun. Oh, and then of course, I don't know if you're still bonking, but I'm bonking way too hard.
I'm bonking, but you all bonk harder than me. I have the friends list up where you can see who's playing. I'm still last place. I don't play nearly as much as everyone else.
Yeah.
Watching the playtime, I'm like, I'm not even going to try to compete.
Yeah, no, now I'm just competing with Sinvicta for who can bonk harder.
You guys bonk too hard. Your bonking is out of control.
It kind of is out of control. I've become almost a meta bonker. Not like full meta bonk, but like I'm like experienced home. Do I luck home here? No, cursed home to get the difficulty, pop the difficulty, get the mobs. All right, we grind. All right, and then yesterday, Sinvicta's high score was 108,000 kills. I got 127,000, and then he was like, I can't let Crendor beat me. So he got 160-something thousand. So we are truly in
you're in something. An obsession.
A bonk battle, if you will.
Yeah. You are out of control. Watching the scores, I'm just like, nah. No, yeah. I'm all right.
Yeah, no, it's but here's the thing. I'm still having a great time. I've unlocked every character. I've unlocked pretty much all the items, pretty much all the stuff. Now it's like just getting skins and everything, but I don't know, man. I love that game. It's such a good game.
It's incredibly fun. I mean, it's like it's simple and fun, and that's all I can ask. Except when the 3D environment absolutely screws me, and there's nothing I can do to stop it.
Yeah, there's certain times you just kind of get screwed over, or like certain runs you just have a bad start. It's just like
yes. But like when I jump and then I land on an enemy and the game like consistently bounces me off the enemy until I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's not even fair, but it happens.
Yeah. No, that's why usually I like taking Aegis every run. It gives you some defense. But it depends. Sometimes you don't have to. I don't know. I've gotten 98 of the 102 achievements. So I only need 4 more achievements.
Okay, hot shot.
Yep. I'm a bonker, if you will. Like master bonker.
You are. You mega bonk, and I'm here for that.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna break the leaderboards, but yeah. I do want to just beat Sinvicta. That's what it boils down.
Well, I mean, who doesn't?
yeah. So that's been fun. I mean, that's pretty much I think all I've been doing. I did have the thought while watching TV, because yesterday I was just like don't feel good, so I was just watching like sports TV. I realized that TV commercials, especially in the fall, I think because this is when all the new shows would happen back in the day, have like a certain vibe to them. They just kind of hit differently.
What do you mean? What about it? What hits differently?
I don't know. It's like I feel like they're probably the same commercials, but I feel like the timing of being in the fall with like all the, I don't know, there's something about commercials on TV specifically at this time period where you're just like, I don't even mind them being in the background. I don't want to watch them and like pay attention, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, I strongly disagree with you on that. I am broken by commercial-free everything, and when I see commercials, I get irate. I'm like, how dare they advertise to me, especially on services. I think because I'm paying for stuff, if you give me an ad, so a great example is HBO, right? Whatever the hell we call that, HBO Now, HBO Plus, right. HBO Alpha, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
Before shows start, they give me ads for other HBO shows, and even that upsets me. I'm like, how dare you? You are one of 2 streaming services I have now. I've gotten rid of everything else, and you give me ads, HBO? And HBO's like, but it's for another show that HBO runs. I'm like, too much. I will not have it.
Oh my God. You know what I hate? I hate when these streaming services are like, you can pay us to watch things, but you'll get ads. And it's like, what's the point? And they're like, but you could pay more for no ads. And it's like,
right.
It's so dumb. The fact you have to pay to watch the thing with ads. Like, that should just be free. That's so stupid. But I guess people pay it, so it's like, well, they know what they're doing. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the streaming services we have. We have Crunchyroll. We have Disney Plus, because we were watching a bunch of Disney movies, and I was watching The Simpsons, and they got all that. And then I was like, I'm going to cancel Disney Plus, we're done. And then they were like, do you want like 3 months for $5 or some shit? And I was like, yeah, all right, they got me. That's too good. And then like, remember to cancel. I'll forget. And then HBO. I think that's it. So
yeah.
that's yeah. I mean, that's but the thing is, right? That's how they get you. Now there's so many, you have to like remember what you have.
That's at one point, Disney was trying to sell me Hulu when I had Hulu.
Right.
And I was like, no, dude. So now I literally just have HBO and Netflix. And Netflix is pushing buttons because there's nothing to watch on that. And I'm like, this close to getting rid of it. But I'm like, no, God, maybe I'll watch this. Yeah. But I'm really close to being like, no, I'm done with you. And just HBO at least has like stuff I want to watch.
Yeah. And Netflix is like practically $20 a month at this point. If you want
too much. And they have maybe one series every 5 months I care about.
Yeah. No, it's insane. I mean, it used to be like $10 or something.
Yes. But that was the plan the entire time. Be cheap, get the other businesses out of business, and then jack up your price.
Yeah, I'm starting to miss when everything was just kind of more under an umbrella. You know, like even like sports. Like sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, we put on sports. Now they're like, do you have the team's thing? Do you have Cubs network? Do you have like football package? Do you have the Bulls network and the Blackhawks net? And I'm just like, dude, I don't care. Like, and I feel like a lot of people also don't care, and they're just like, I'll just not watch. And I think a lot of these companies or like even teams, they're like, we'll make our own sports network for our team, thought that like they love our team. And it's like, it turns out if your team is mediocre or sucks, nobody's going to pay like $15-20 a month to watch a shitty ass team. Like they'd rather just watch the highlights on YouTube after. That's all I do.
Most of the time, that's the best option too, because you're like, I don't need to watch them lose for 3 hours. I can just watch a few cool moments and go about my life.
Yeah. Or like, you know, if they were good, if they had Michael Jordan or something, like, sure, I'll watch. Or like if the team is having a good season, I'm like, all right, I'll pay for that. But like otherwise, like, I don't care. I'm not going to do that. But or like I pay for the football one, but that's like, I care about football and I'll watch like any football game, you know, and it's only like once a week type of thing.
Honestly, guys, it's probably cheaper to go watch at a sports bar.
It probably is, honestly. So it's the main thing I hate, I think, out of everything is the blackout restrictions they put on sports. I don't know if you know what that is.
Where in certain markets, they will not play your game.
Exactly. So like if you're in a Chicago market and you pay for the like entire football package or let's say you're a Bulls fan and you pay for the NBA League Pass. If you try to watch the Bulls game, they'll be like, you can't watch it. You have to watch it on your local shit, which is the stupidest thing. Not like if I pay for a full blown like league pass for all the games, it should just be like I get all the games. Like, it's such an outdated, stupid concept. And the concept originated because they were like, we want people to go to the games. And like nowadays, nobody's going to go to the game instead of just watching it. Like, oh man, if only I could see my team, but I can't, so I'll go to the game. Like, it's so stupid.
I don't know if it's bureaucracy, but it's that concept of just so much BS getting in the way of you just being able to watch a thing that shouldn't be that difficult for you to watch. Like, you should be able to just go and watch what you want to watch when you want to watch it. That should be it.
Yeah. It really should. And it's dumb and stupid and outdated. Especially in our modern like streaming society of like all this shit. I don't know, yeah. I hate it.
I'm entirely with you. It is insane, and that's why like there was a time where having every streaming service was awesome and it was the way to go, and now it's like having all of that is more expensive than cable, and if you don't get it at the higher price, you're getting as many commercials as cable. So
and that's the worst part is now, like a few years ago I would get YouTube TV and I was like, cool, I got my NFL package with YouTube TV, and then I get all my like local sports stuff on it. They'd market it like, we got local sports and everything. So I'd get like everything. And I was like, this is great. And then they were like, now the team is leaving the network, so they're making their own thing. And now this team's leaving to make their own network. So now it's like, now I just get football and like HGTV and whatever. Sure. And they'll be like, this channel's thinking of leaving and making their, it's like, God, I hate this. It's just, I used to be like, man, get rid of cable and let me pay for what I want. Now it's like, you know what? Maybe, although granted, cable is still overpriced for what it was. Like they should have been a lot cheaper. But I feel like cable now has the power. As much as I hate cable company, don't get me wrong. They have the power to just be like, hey guys, what if we just offer like really cheap cable packages instead of all these streaming things? Like they could do that, but you know they won't, because they'll just be like, we need money. So
yeah. I'm already on the what if I just start listening to audiobooks instead of watching TV. That's where I'm at right now. I swear to God, I downloaded all 45 hours of Brandon Sanderson, The Way of Kings.
Oh boy.
I'm starting that. I'm doing the audiobook of that. I'm going to get his entire... I might be a Brandon Sanderson fan at the end of this. I don't know. I've never read or done any of his books ever. And so I'll try it. We'll see if it's good.
Yeah. I will say a few years ago I tried reading A Way of Kings, and I got like 250 pages in, and I was like, it's just like, it felt like it was constant prologues or something, and everyone was like, yeah, it's like that, you just gotta keep going, and I'm like, I'll try again later.
Well, I'm hoping I can put it on in the background while I do stuff.
Yeah.
So I will absorb the story, but I don't have to be like in it, which a book sometimes I want to be in it, and sometimes that same thing. Like, as a person who really likes the Song of Ice and Fire trilogy, or not trilogy, whatever it is, quadropoly, whatever, that franchise, those books, I remember trying to get through that first book like 4 times.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until, spoilers for the end of it, a very crucial scene at the end of the first book happens, that I was like, yo, this is amazing! And then I was in. Yeah. But that first book took me a while.
That's kind of what happened to me too, because I would be like trying to read it and I'd be like, it's too much, or like, man, that's what. And then I was just reading the Mistborn, and then I was like, man, I've been enjoying reading, and I'm like, oh yeah, Game of Thrones, and I was like, I'm trying to compare the writing styles because I was into writing, or like trying to study writing at that point. And I was like, oh, I can study George R. R. Martin's writing and see how it compares to Brandon Sanderson, and then I just kept reading, and I was like, actually, I'm gonna keep reading. And then I was like, actually, I'm going to keep reading. And then before you know it, I'm like, dude, I'm like 400 pages into this, but it's like, keep going.
Yeah. There's I'm so glad we just got a trailer for it, because it's like such a good response to people who are like, I don't know, Song of Ice and Fire is like really dark and like sad, and there's some messed up stuff in it. The new series coming to HBO, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, is based off the Dunk and Egg books. And that's a trilogy set in the same world as A Song of Ice and Fire, but, like, not dark, if that makes any sense. Like, it is a like, rogue knight and little boy tag team adventure where they go, like we're opposites and we go on adventures together. It's super fun, very endearing, very sweet. And the 3 books are absolutely a joy. So I'm glad they're being made into a TV series. And it looks pretty 1-to-1 from what I can tell. It seems like the first season's the first book, which if they just make 3 seasons off of 3 books and then end it, great. I'd be so happy. But the trailer looks great. The cast they have for the 2 main characters looks great. But yeah, I'm excited to see something a little more down to earth. Like, it isn't like dragon based. It's more like, I'm a knight of the realms, I am. And I'm going to go around and be a knight and be good and do good things.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, they're Dunk and Egg. They're very cute.
Dunk and Egg.
Yep. And so it's nice to see something that isn't like, and then they both died terribly at the end of book 1. You know?
Yep.
It's like, no. It's a more relaxed tale.
Yeah, that is pretty fun. I also see that George R. R. Martin still is like, I'm writing the book. Like, it's just he's at the point where he's just constantly being like, I'm working on the book, everyone shut up, because he keeps showing up at conventions in all these places and they're just like, where is it? So
I mean, at this point it really should be out. Like,
it really should.
There's no excuse. He had chapters written 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, there's absolutely no excuse for it not to be out, unless it's just bad and he's trying to rewrite it.
Yeah. He's
other than that, there's no, like, this isn't even the last book. This isn't, yeah. I have to end it and I'm trying to end it the best way. This is, I'm trying to build up to the last book.
Yeah. It's which I guess, you know, he might just be a perfectionist and like he keeps doing it over, but like, it's been 13 years, man. Yeah,
man. There is no perfection when it comes to this. You just have to like get it out.
Yeah, at this point, you would think, like at this point, he should just be like, whatever, here it is. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to complain no matter what, because there's no way it's going to be as good as 13 years worth of writing. There's just no way. And if it is, that's a masterpiece.
He did say in April of 2025 that the book's delay has become the curse of my life, and he blamed his many side projects for slowing progress, which, I mean,
well, then
obviously.
That's his fault. Yeah, like, what do you, like, oh no, yeah, hey, man, that's...
Yeah.
That's tough, bud.
Which, like, I get
You're
it,
so
but
successful.
At the same time, yeah, it's just like, I've just got so many different things I'm working on.
Oh, so my life is just so tough.
I got so many millions of dollars to handle now. It's just,
crazy.
Yeah. You know what else we could see?
Yeah, oh boy. Okay, good. Yep. Yeah. Well, it's Raycon's anniversary and they are celebrating with this very nice sponsorship and 20% off. So it's time to pick up some of those everyday earbuds. Raycon's fan favorite everyday earbud classic now comes with active noise cancellation, and they've got that multi-point connectivity that lets you pair it to 2 devices, plus 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. The charge is super fast, and one of the settings I'm more partial to, the awareness mode, which lets you pay attention to the things around you, because, you know, when I'm walking or just sitting in a cafe drinking coffee or whatever, I want to be aware while I pretend that I'm not aware. I just like having that. It makes me comfortable. Don't question it. And I won't question your taste in colors. For example, maybe you want black or rose gold or cool mint or any of the other fun ones they have. Get something that suits you, and you know what? I won't judge you. Have fun. Take the time to look at the reviews. Read up on Raycon for yourself. There are tens of thousands of 5-star reviews, so get yours today with free shipping on every pair of Raycon earbuds. Go to buyraycon.com/Cox to get 20% off your everyday earbud classics. That's buyraycon.com/Cox to Get 20% off. All right, let's go to chapter 7 of the Crendor. How's that traffic out there?
Oh, man. When you say Chopter Copter in the sky, there could be numerous other places we could go, like Chopter Copter in the pie. Right, numerous pies we could explore. Chopter Copter in the eye. That'd probably be a bad time for somebody if they got a Chopter Copter in the eye. The Chopter Copter in the spy, that's probably, espionage related. I don't know if we should be doing that one. But, a lot of Chopter Copter locations. And the traffic's okay. Back to you.
Most of those locations sound terrible.
they really
places
do.
you wouldn't want a Chopter Copter, ever.
Yeah, no, you probably wouldn't. Although,
You wouldn't.
It could be like the magic school bus, like we go into somebody's eye and explore around.
But that's not what the Chopter Copter does.
That's what it doesn't
There's no
do
magic,
yet.
there's no school bus, and
Whoa,
there's no Miss
whoa.
Frizzle.
Don't say there's no magic.
There's no
definitely
magic.
some magic. There's got to
no.
be some magic there.
There's no magic. That's just pure science. Yeah. You don't have Miss Frizzle. You can't do it. Or like a feisty redheaded kid.
What if we had like the Aldi brand, like Mr. Shizzle?
Mr. Shizzle? Mr. Shizzle's gonna bring the magic. You know what?
Yeah.
That's how your Chopter Copter ends up in a pie. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Or a spy. You're like, how'd we get in here? I don't know. Where are we? A spy?
Classic Mr. Shizzle. I
Mr.
wish we had
Shizzle's like-
Miss Frizzle. Shut
Don't
up.
worry, kids. I'm taking you on an adventure today into the spy. And they're like, what's that mean, dude? What do you mean? He's like, come with me as we go to the spy. All the students are looking around like, should we know what that means?
I did watch a video of some guy like. It's kind of like remember when we talked about the FBI tactics thing, whatever.
What?
The FBI like
do you-
speech tactic thing that I
Oh,
did
yes.
on you.
Okay, yes. That you
Yeah.
abused against me. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was watching. That was a different guy, like a CIA guy. He kind of looked like Mind Flame a little bit.
Okay.
And he was kind of talking about the same thing, and he's talking about how like back in the Cold War, like Russian spies would get information out of Americans by pretty much doing this tactic, which makes a lot of sense. Where they would go to like places in Thailand where American soldiers were, and they were just drinking and having whatever, and they'd go up and be like, the German propellers are way better than the American ones. Like, I hear they're like 20 millimeter fins or something, and the Americans be like, 20 mil? What do you mean? We got like 28 millimeter fins on ours. And so by just giving the wrong information, humans instinctively want to correct you. And so that's kind of just the tactic they use. So he was like, he was giving an example of like, if I told you to like go in and figure out how much a Whole Foods worker is making, he was like, you wouldn't ask any questions. You wouldn't go up to somebody and be like, excuse me, how much do you make? You would literally just be like, oh man, where's the carrots? And be like, oh, it must be great to work here. I hear you're making like $30 an hour now from that new story. And they'd be like, $30 an hour? I don't make that. And you'd be like, wait, you don't make that? And they'd be like, yeah, I only make like 26. Like, and it's just like by giving the wrong information, people automatic. And some guy was like, dude, I do that with coding. Like, I'd be like, hey, can anybody help me with my coding problem? And they'd be like, shut up, idiot. And then he'd be like, hey guys, I figured out a great coding thing, and put the wrong code in. They'd be like, this is all wrong. You're supposed to do it this way. So it's just like the power of people wanting to correct other people is one of the strongest communication aspects, I guess.
What's so gross is that there are times when you watch a YouTube video and someone says the wrong thing or
Yep.
includes the wrong subtitle specifically to elicit that reaction. Like if you and I
Yeah.
were to like change the name of this episode so it's misspelled, or we added a weird phrase, or you said that all dogs can go to hell or whatever. Like this would get a lot. The reaction would be better for us than if we just said everything correctly and did everything correctly.
Yeah. No, if you say something wrong, it's like if we were just like, I really think that Tylenol isn't acetaminophen, it's or ibuprofen.
Acetaminophen.
Or acetaminophen.
Y'all are
right?
stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people would be like, you're insane. Like, as long as you say something, like, it's like I said, the fastest way to figure out the answer to something is just tell people the wrong answer, and then they'll give you the correct one.
Oh, yeah. That's that. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. So, that's the traffic.
Okay, let's go to weather.
Weather time. Let's see here. We've got weather. We've landed on the weather for Ephraim, Utah, hometown of rapper Turnabout. Turnabout is known famously for his album Lord of Ephraim.
Sure. That is. I've never heard of Turnabout. I've never heard of that album. What year was that? Do you know?
I do not know. I know as much as you do.
The fact that when I look up Turnabout, it autocorrects me to TurboTax is all you should know.
2004. Yeah,
Turnabout does look like a dude who came straight out of Ephraim. Yes,
he does.
That is absolutely correct.
Well, let's see here. Ephraim, Utah. I don't even know if that's how you say it. Ephraim? Ephraim?
I think it's Ephraim.
All right. Don't correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah. If we're wrong, don't you get in chat and let us know.
Yep.
Don't respond on every single thing we do and let us know.
Yep.
Yeah, your interaction can only hurt us, so please be interactive.
Well, it's 56 degrees. Feels like 56 degrees. Humidity 28%. Pressure 29.84 inches. Visibility 10 miles. Winds at 3 miles an hour. 7:33 a.m. sunrise. 6:51 p.m. sunset. Dew point 23. UV index 4 of 11. Moon phase waning gibbous. 10-day. We got Monday, partly cloudy, 66. We got Tuesday, 66, mostly sunny. Wednesday, showers, 56. Thursday, 49, getting cold, partly cloudy. Friday, 54, partly cloudy. Saturday, 57, sunny. Sunday, 66, mostly sunny. Monday, 50, partly cloudy. Tuesday, 50, mostly sunny. Wednesday, 52, partly cloudy. Thursday, 55, sunny. Friday, 61, mostly sunny.
Some of these places make me so happy. Like, for some reason, I just know that I want to go to Yo Crazy.
Yo crazy.
Yo Crazy. Like, that's what it's just a yogurt place.
Yeah.
They're like, screw it. We're going to make our name Yo Crazy.
It's a very Midwest yogurt place as well.
Very Midwest. Yeah. And then they have the malt shop right next to it,
Yep.
which, as far as I can tell, looks like it was built in 1923.
Yep. The old malt shop.
Which,
get your
admittedly,
malts.
it looks like what I would want in a place called the Malt Shop. Just burgers and, drinks.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to be a 10 out of 10, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it looks like solid diner fast food place.
Yes, it looks like if it is late at night and I am very hungover, this is the place I'm going, for sure.
Yeah. They got Jose's Cafe.
That place, I'd eat there in a heartbeat. Shout out to little, like, almost diner Mexican food.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
What is this place? Can't even see it. Roots 89 Roadhouse.
Honest to God, I don't even know. I need to see the outside. It just looks like a dude's house.
That is just the guy's house. 100% is.
But so are a lot of these buildings. There's a coffee place called Solid Rock Cafe that, as far as I can tell, appears to just be in the side of a house.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
And honestly, I dig that. That's a fun vibe. I'm looking at it. Literally is the cafe. I'm looking at it. It's in the house. It's the kitchen of the house.
Oh, yeah, it really is. This is some super small town.
It is legitimately just a house. The place you sit is in the living room of the house.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Dude, honestly, here for that. Love it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, this place cooler than I thought it'd be.
Yes, especially considering it is almost in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, this is like
You are you are up in it. In the,
like
in
the
like the
dead
forest
center
and
of
mountains. Yeah. You're not
pretty
even
wild.
You got to drive to go to, like, I don't even, where's the nearest grocery store? Like, how would you even, not near here, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's south of Salt Lake City. So would you just drive up to Salt Lake City or somewhere near there?
There is an airport the Manti Ephraim Airport, and I bet if you go there, you can probably fly to Salt Lake City. But that's a drive. I don't know how big of a drive that is, but it seems like a drive.
Yeah, it does seem like a drive for a lot of these places. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's if you're anywhere in a rural area.
Yeah.
That's the weather.
Okay, let's go to sports.
In sports, here we are.
Hey, how'd you get here?
Show up.
Okay, that's crazy.
We got ourselves some baseball playoffs. We got Mariners Blue Jays in the AL, and we got Dodgers Brewers in the NL. So should be pretty good. I'm happy with anybody except the Dodgers winning.
Good luck, haters.
Yep. And then in football, we got some scores today. We had the Giants beat the Eagles on Thursday night. Pretty wild. We had the Rams beat the Ravens. Seahawks beat the Jaguars. Panthers beat the Cowboys. Steelers beat the Browns. Patriots beat the Saints. Chargers beat the Dolphins. Colts beat the Cardinals. And the Broncos beat the Jets in London. And other games currently going on. We also had hockey start. Hockey has began. Florida Panthers 3-0. Boston Bruins 3-0. And they are currently the two best teams in hockey. Colorado 2-0-1. They had an overtime game. So we'll, long hockey season. Those are currently the best teams. And, we're getting closer to the Olympics. Only 3-4 months away or something. Pretty
February,
close.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, February. So look at that. And that's sports.
Okay. What is our fact of the day?
Fact of the day. Fact of the day. This is actually a wild one. Mirrors facing each other don't produce infinite reflections. So it says here that each reflection will be darker than the last and eventually fade into invisibility. Mirrors absorb.
Oh, okay. So when they mean infinite, they mean infinite. I was like, I've definitely seen images of mirrors reflecting mirrors, and then you can kind of see into the mirror, but they're saying infinitely, infinitely. No, I agree with that. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Mirrors absorb a fraction of the energy of the light striking them. The total number of reflections mirrors can produce, a few hundred.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I feel like when most people say it goes on infinitely, they don't mean it in that case. They mean it that it goes on a long time.
Yeah.
More than we're willing to count is, I think, what they mean in this case.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
Yeah, because I never once thought, it goes on forever. Eventually,
yeah.
It just, okay, sure.
Yeah. And there you go. That's your fact of the day. Day.
Who has come to us with tears in their eyes?
We've got tears. Here we go.
Ooh, in the eyes.
Yep. We got dear illustrious sirs, with tears on my eyes and soaring knees due to many hours of kneeling, I ask thee, if you could learn any musical instrument, which one would you choose?
Is it the shamisen? Is that what that is? Whatever that's called. The one that kind of looks like a guitar but isn't a guitar. That one. I hear it's incredibly hard to play, one of the hardest music instruments to learn, and I want to learn that.
That does sound like it'd be fun.
Yeah, because then that sounds like, you mastered, because I guess in this scenario, we're just given the power to master it. I want to master that. Because in my mind, that's one of those things that one Japanese dude spends his whole life trying to master. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
So now that's why I want to master that, so I can be at that level, but with something that is very hard.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I grew up wanting to play the drums, and I did basic drum in middle school, but it wasn't I wasn't rock band drum, and I was just on my snare drum, that type of thing. But nowadays, if I had to learn an instrument, it would be something like the didgeridoo, or what's that, the pan, the hand pan, is that what it's called, where they're doing the doing they hit
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the pan.
Or one of those dudes, you know how you could like play rubber bands to make different noises?
Oh, yeah.
And there's some guys that like can make music with rubber bands. That'd be fun too.
That would be.
I want to master a talent that is like not many people are doing that. That's what I want.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be famous with it, but I want to have like a good party trick.
I like it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good one. Then, dear illustrious Ugzug with saltwater in eyes and mammoth in belly, me ask you, what favorite animal to make painting of in cave?
Ugh, like paint buffalo is good meat and good fur. Not scary like mammoth, not skinny like deer. Buffalo.
People think I say sloth, but I say squirrel.
Why is this?
I like squirrel.
Why you like squirrel?
Run round, berry nut, run more, berry nut, squirrel.
I like squirrel.
By the way, the last episode for the YouTube thing, I made a thumbnail, just had like an old, like shitty stock image of two.
Oh, I saw people were like, "How
cavemen.
dare you use AI?"
Yeah, they're like,
saw
"How
that.
dare you use AI?" I was like, dude, I'm literally using like 2015 stock images. All right, like just AI has ruined classics like the 2015 and before stock images. Now everyone just thinks
It's not
AI.
our fault that AI art is now on the level of shit stock images from 20 years ago. That's not our fault.
Yeah. No, trust me. I'm not going to use AI for our shitty ass Cox and Crendor thumbnails.
Yeah, all you have to Google is cavemen, and like then you'll find a million.
Yeah.
Anyone who's out there making cavemen AI art, you're literally wasting power and probably water, and you're killing the world for that. And I want to let you know, how dare you?
Yeah. No. So that's yeah, that was dumb. But I mean, I get it. But yeah, trust me, I'm not doing that.
Besides, Ugg and Zug don't even know how to use computers.
Yeah, we don't know how to use computers.
What the hell? Come on, guys.
Squirrel, use computer.
Not berry. Ugh like berry, ugh like nut. Two favorite thing, squirrel win.
That's the dear illustrious sir.
All right, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Yay. Florida man is back.
Florida man.
Florida man stole $7,000 in scratch-off lottery tickets, then returned to the store to redeem them just hours later.
Why would you? Like, that's a level of lazy. Like, you could go to any other store.
Yeah, not just lazy, but dumb. Like, come on, man. Like, why are you gonna go back to the place you stole from?
The scene of the crime. That's like, did you not watch one episode of Law and Order? Like, that's just basic criminal failure 101.
There's like so many other places you could go to cash in your lottery tickets.
Absolutely. There's no reason for you to go back to the. You could go to any other.
Yeah. Dumb luck. A Florida man was hit with federal charges this week after he stole $7,000 allegedly in scratch-off lottery tickets from a convenience store, then returned to the scene of the crime mere hours later to try and redeem them. Justin Farley, 43, pulled into a St. Petersburg Circle K on May 5th and opened multiple cabinets and took scratch-off lottery tickets before fleeing the scene in his gray Hyundai Elantra. Roughly
that off-brand Hyundai. Hyundai.
Roughly 40 minutes later.
Hyundai. I don't know why that got me. Hyundai.
Roughly 40 minutes later, Farley arrived at an area 7-Eleven to redeem $7,000 worth of scratch-offs. According to the document, filed in the United States District Court for Middle District, Florida. After an unsuccessful attempt, the bumbling thief returned to the same Circle K and tried to cash in on the 7 ticket books he stole. His attempts once again failed. He then left.
How long? At least it had to have been. Did he at least wait for a new shift to start? Like, if you went back to the same dude you stole from, the audacity.
Now, I will say, he did at least try to go somewhere else first. And he's like, well, I guess I got to go back to the place I stole it from.
What do you mean? Did they deny him? Or they were like, oh, you can only cash this in at the place? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Well, he said he went to the 7-Eleven, and they're just like, no. I mean, maybe they were just like, maybe they just didn't want to do it. Maybe they're like, you have to go back to the same place. I don't know. They don't actually answer any of these questions. Could
it be kind of like if you buy a gift card from a store, like they have to do a whole scan first? So you can't just like steal gift cards? So like maybe it has to be like registered as someone did take this rather than it was stolen. Like, I don't know what the logistics of the lotto system are when it's scratchers. Because I've gotten, my dad is notorious for gifting scratcher things for Christmas and birthdays. Right. And you can take those wherever. Like, there is no one's telling me, oh, well, you got this at Phil's down the street. You got to go back there.
Now, I will say maybe he was like, here's my 200 winning scratch offs. And they're like, okay. Like maybe it's just too many of them or something. That's
stupid. You got to be like, here's one. And then go to a different place. Here's another.
You could have brought even 4 or 5 to one, then go to a different one, go 4 or 5.
Bringing a bunch of them, that is how you get caught.
That's definitely, I would guarantee that's what he did. After an unsuccessful attempt at the same Circle K he tried to cash in on 7 ticket books he had stolen from the store, he attempted once again and failed. He then left and returned to the Circle K minutes later, only to come up empty a 3rd time, according to the filing. So he kept leaving and coming back.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on.
Rip.
Hold on. They're talking about these as books, right?
Yeah.
They haven't once mentioned if he actually scratched them off. Do you think he's just returning to these places and being like, hey, man, I got a bunch of scratchers I can sell you? Because they haven't said he scratched them off. Have they?
I don't think they did.
They just said he stole them, and then he came back trying to sell the booklets. Yeah, which means he's not trying to cash them in. He's trying to sell them?
Well, they do say here he's trying to redeem his lottery tickets. So he must have.
Okay.
He must have scratched
all right. Yes. All right, then.
Yeah. Then it says he drove back to the 7-Eleven in a black mask, yellow shirt, and black Nikes and pointed a replica Glock at the clerk, demanding a staffer open the cash register. He made off with $120 from the register before escorting the clerk back to the back of the store and snatching a pack of Newports. Of course.
All of this for $120, uncashed scratchers, and a pack of Newports.
Yep. This truly is a Florida
Newport
man.
Richie.
Yep, yeah. Newport Richie.
Newport Richie, back at it again.
Yep. Newport Richie would have taken all the Newports. Not just the pack.
He would have come there just for those. The scratchers he would have left behind because he doesn't gamble with chance. But he would have taken the $120. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A slew of evidence, including his license plate and surveillance footage, led cops to pull him over on May 22nd, book him on commercial burglary and grand theft. After his arrest,
federal charges. Not worth it, dude. Not worth it.
I mean, he literally pointed a Glock at somebody and took their money. So,
to be clear, if he had done that, and that alone, and the pack of cigarettes, and not touched the scratchers, it would have been a state crime.
Yeah.
But because he took the lotto stuff, it's a federal, that is, you dumb for that.
After his arrest, he told the cops he needed the money. Well, I mean, who doesn't?
Dude, that's...
Yeah, I just needed it.
I really needed the money.
Crimes.
Yeah, no shit. I get you.
There's a lot of other ways to get money.
Absolutely. And again, he tried the stupid, he was like, I need money right now. The lottery should do it. That is the least smart option.
Yeah, he could have called J.G. Wentworth.
877 cash now. Yeah, everyone knows that.
While in custody on state charges, Farley was indicted by a Tampa grand jury. He was charged federally on Tuesday. He now faces 1 count of interference with commerce by threat or violence, a federal charge under the Hobbs Act, which prohibits robbery that affects interstate or foreign commerce. The dim-witted thief also has a significant criminal history, including convictions for felony drug and firearm possession. A classic.
Yikes. Well, Florida man strikes again.
Florida man does indeed strike again. But he's got Newports.
Not anymore, he doesn't.
Well, now he doesn't, but he had Newports.
Yeah. For a brief moment, he had them. He was doing all right.
And that's the big news story of the day.
Okay, well, that's it for us. Thanks so much for listening or watching. I'm enjoying this podcast. Crendor, in the socials.
We've got socials, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, ding, ding. Comment your weather requests and your Dear Illustrious Sir requests. No AI thumbnails. Also, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor for all the animations. Also, we're on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, and others, probably. I say that, but I don't actually know. Also, you can follow us on our main things. YouTube Just Cox, YouTube Crendor, Twitch Just Cox, Twitch Crendor, Facebook Just Cox, Facebook Crendor, Twitter Just Cox, Twitter Crendor, Blue Sky Just Cox, Blue Sky Crendor, TikTok Just Cox, TikTok Crendor, Instagram Notorious Cox, Instagram Crendor is taken, Patreon Just Cox, Patreon Crendor, YouTube Almost Too Old for This, YouTube Too Old for This.
He's doing it. He's beginning to believe.
He's believing. And the Cox clips, Cren clips. Cool.
Okay, thanks so much. We'll see y'all next time. And as always,
shake that rhino.
To be continued.